Hey, good morning.
Beautiful out there.
Hey,
Safe, okay?
thank you. Take care.
Well, good morning from New Mexico. Last you saw, we were in Maine, and it has been a long time and we have traveled some distance. So let's update you once again.
We left the Northeast around Christmas time in late December. We went back to Dallas, kind of took it easy, tried to make a new plan for what was next for us. We also got vaccinated. This is a lot of lines.
First dose?
First dose, yes.
Moderna? Okay.
Yep.
Not too bad, huh?
Not bad at all. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
And now we're ready for our next adventure on the road.
The first stop on our adventure is White Sands National Park. We are in southern New Mexico. We're staying just outside of Las Cruces in the adorable town of Mesilla. And we have a tour of our little casita later in the video. But for now, let's get some dunage.
So there are a few hiking trails here in White Sands. We are doing the longest one. It is called Alkali Trail. It is a 5-mile loop all the way into the dunes. It takes a full 3 hours to complete the full loop. We have a lot to do today, so we'll see how much of that we actually make. I really wanted to see if I can get up to the top, but you just sink in like it's quicksand or something. But that's a lot of fun. Let's see if I can do it again. I did it. I did it. Yes. Victory lap.
That was impressive, bud.
Thanks.
You need some water after that?
I do.
It looks like a lot of people just come out to the trail and find a dune and chill out. The sand is quite cool, which is nice. There's water.
Thank you. Yes.
It's no joke out here. I don't think you need to do the whole trail, guys. I think you just need to come out, find a couple dunes to play on. We'll show you the best way to play on them a little later. Let's go find another untouched dune. Dune.
Dude.
Dune. It's fun to say. So normally, this is the desert and it's quite hot, and there are signs everywhere. Bring water, bring water, bring water. We thought we'd be okay because it's actually really cold today. We're having a cold snap, but we've barely begun and I'm already out of breath. And I can see why you need that water. Stay hydrated, people. Okay, so white sands aren't sand in the traditional sense. They're not beach sand. The sand here is actually made of a mineral called gypsum. And the White Sands National Park is the largest gypsum dune field in the world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in the world. Pretty cool. And it was actually created thousands of years ago from a dried up riverbed. And at that time, just after it was dried up, nomadic people came through hunting mammoths and cool stuff like that. And then for the last several centuries, the Mescalero Apache tribes, Native Americans, called this land home, and they actually still do. They have a reservation just east of here. We think it's super important to know the land you're on, know its history, and kind of honor and respect that. So with that, we're gonna keep trekking. If hiking isn't your thing, may we suggest
Sledding. What the judges score? Did I
7.
get 10? 7.
I'm nervous. It looks so steep. He didn't go very fast. But when you're up here, we're on the tallest dune anywhere near here. All right, here I go. Come on. Whee! In researching for this, I looked up like some tips for how to do it. One, like adults don't fit in these sleds very well, but we borrowed these from our Airbnb host, so it works. You can get them here at the gift shop or all around town. You're supposed to wax the bottom. We don't have any wax, they were out at the shop, but like surf wax or whatever to make it go faster. I'm out of breath because I just climbed up the hill. Sue me. Also, the ground underneath is rock, so you need to find a place that's nice and fluffy. The place where the dune meets the ground is really important. It needs to be gradual or soft because a lot of injuries apparently happen when you get to the bottom. And if you just hit ground, you might stop and roll or whatever, and it could hurt. But this is a pretty good spot. Those are our tips for sledding in the dunes. Let's go again.
Whoa!
Getting started is hard. I promise it's fun. Here we go. I got so much speed at the end. So fun. The sand is so cool on your feet. We've seen so many people out here hiking barefoot. We recommend it. It feels great. Your turn.
Going one-handed, baby! Woo-hoo.
Yourself out here around that time, at this time of year, you'll notice little groups marking their spot atop the dunes because in about an hour is sunset, and sunset at White Sands is supposed to be spectacular. Apparently the colors on the white sand are just incredible, so we've brought our blanket, staked out a spot, brought some snacks, and we're just gonna hang out. Our Airbnb host recommended bringing some like wine and cheese, but we did see a sign that said that from February to May you can't have alcohol inside the park. Go figure. Nonetheless, we are going to enjoy sunset in the dunes. Good night. Travel day. We are leaving this beautiful place, but we wanted to show you around our casita. Come on. Route to the West Coast for our big West Coast summer. We've made our very first stop, which we're about to leave. Sadly, we've actually really grown to love this Airbnb, so we wanted to show you around. We're in Mesilla, New Mexico, which is just outside of Las Cruces. It is this tiny kind of resort feeling town, and it's completely taken us by surprise. We chose this Airbnb because it was super cute. It was a good price on Airbnb. Our hosts are wonderful, the house itself is adorable, and we just wanted to share it with you all. We highly recommend, and if Catherine and Eric ever find this, our hosts, thank you so much for a good stay. Now let's take you around. Let's go to the kitchen. We have a very well-equipped kitchen. We've only cooked a couple of meals in here because the food around here is actually really good. We highly recommend a cafe called The Bean. It is literally 2 blocks away. You can walk. They have excellent coffee drinks. It's mostly kind of a coffee shop, but if you're vegan or plant-based or vegetarian, that is the spot for you because 95% of the restaurants around here are Mexican food, which can sometimes be hard to do if you don't eat meat. Highly recommend The Bean. The tofu scramble, incredible. Let's keep going. Okay, last stop in our little casita tour is the bedroom and bathroom. Super cute, well equipped as always. I think I've underestimated how prevalent the Adobe style is here in New Mexico, or just in this area. It is so charming. We're loving it. So our cozy little bedroom comes with a very cozy fire. It's great ambiance. While I have you here though, and before we get to the bathroom, if you don't want to come for white sands, maybe dunes aren't your thing, but you want to get out in the nature, we are nearby the gorgeous Oregon Mountains. They are kind of in the backdrop of everything we do around town, and we highly recommend checking out the hiking trails. If you stay in this Airbnb, they have so many books and guides, and Catherine and Eric both worked for the National Park Service for most of their career, and they are just full of good information, so hit them up, get to know them. They're really awesome. So last stop, the bathroom. One of the more modest features of our casita is definitely the shower. It's about the size of a phone booth. It gives me European vibes, but the bathroom itself is so cozy and gorgeous. The wood ceilings, the Spanish style tile, which I am a huge sucker for. It's a gorgeous little spot, but I want to show you our very favorite place to be in this entire property. The best place to be on your visit to Las Cruces is outside. We've been super lucky with the weather. It is gorgeous, but whether you're at White Sands, hiking the Oregon Mountains, or just here at the casita, it's so special and peaceful. The doves serenade you, the hummingbirds come to say hello. You can partake in this really meditative labyrinth that they've built. You're supposed to sort of follow the maze and sort of contemplate on life and be present, which I have done, and I highly recommend you give it a go. Our hosts here, Eric and Catherine, have just made this land truly special, and I hope we get to come back someday, and we highly recommend. The link will be below. Come, stay, and relax. I don't have a watch, but I do know it's time to go. Our next stop on this road trip is Tucson, Arizona. Let's hit it.
Look at them dunes. The dune field. The dunes. Just doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. What you gonna do? You gonna do? Just doing it, doing it.